Good day to everybody out there. See thy wealth, water your health, drink a glass of water. And we are back out here to the property. They are bringing in the gravel today. Pardon me. They're bringing in the gravel today. And I didn't realize how long it took for them to go pick up the load. So it takes them an hour to get there and an hour back just to bring one load of gravel, I believe. Oh, maybe two. But they're bringing 19 different piles of what I'm getting ready to show you, just to kind of spread throughout the whole length of where I'm trying to get, so that when it rains it doesn't mud up and causes me not to be able to come back here, which would be a headache because it's not like I'm right on the road. But excuse me, my pants is kind of like a little uncomfortable right now. But anyway, yeah, we back out here. I just want you guys to see the piles that we have. You know, this is what we got going on, baby. And to also show you guys the rest of the land that I haven't really showed you yet, besides when I was in the car. And that video will probably come soon, but this will be a video that you can see the outside and everything else. That's so yeah, those are the piles that they're going to be working from, and they're going to have 19 piles of that, I think. He said 19 loads of 19 piles. I can't remember what he said, but the fact of the matter is, it's going to take them. They're going to come back tomorrow, I believe. They got it because they're going to have to use a machine to help with, you know, making sure all this stuff gets laid down the right way. So they're going to come back tomorrow. And then if they don't come back tomorrow, they're definitely coming back Monday. Oh, no, they're coming back tomorrow. He may not make it here today, but he's coming. I'll definitely see him tomorrow because he's handling some stuff with his mother and, you know, whatever. But they'll be back tomorrow, and then they'll also come back. What is it? Monday, because Sunday they're off. So as you can see, this is the area here. I've walked in a little bit now. You can see this is the area where the house will be at. Those are the mango trees right here. It's like a mango forest over there by itself. You know what I'm saying? And then you come here, and then you have this path that takes me back to the end of the property, which with them at the property borderline in the back, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to have this to be the length or the width of what I needed it for the house, because it was not needed. I just wanted it for access, to be able to access the land from the front to the back. And I think we've done a good job of being able to do that, you know, and not be on the borders and the edge of the property. That was a real big thing for me. Like, I don't really want to be close to the borders. So well, the one side you got the creek, so there really isn't going to be any action from there. And then from this side over here, you have a farmer type guy who's planting coconuts, bananas, and things like that. But you guys can see how much length we have, you know, for our, till we get to the back of our property. And it's so beautiful back here. We're at the back, right, almost. Let me show you the view of this. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, you cannot tell me I'm not in heaven. Like, this is fucking incredible. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm sitting on top of the world. And come back here, you know, get your mind right, get your spirits up, you know, tap into your spirituality. Whatever you got to do, meditate. We ready to get on it, you know, for life. But yeah, this is it, man. This is the end of the land. The property line is right there. As you can see, that little hole right there, that's where the line is. I mean, you kind of go back there and you can get to that side, or you can come over here and go back there, right there. And it goes down. and you can see the creek cuts through on the north side as you're going towards this side here. The creek cuts through. Um, and then the other side of the creek is mine as well. So, you know, I don't know. I'm just, I can't, I can't, I can't be, I can't say enough of how thankful I am. You know what I mean? And being able to accomplish this stuff. Cause this isn't the easiest thing to do. This is going to be one of the most difficult things I've had to take on. But I'm all right with that. You know, nature is nature. You cannot control nature. And I like the size of this. Like, I could be back here and you won't know I'm back here. My music blasting if I want, but you know, of course I'm gonna be peaceful. I'm not really trying to be blasting on music. Every once in a while I might let loose, you know, but this is beautiful. This is what I didn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? So pray for me. And you know, yeah, this is my project that I'm also accepting donations. If anybody wants to donate, you want to donate, feel free to donate. $, what's that? See Thy Wealth. SEATHYWEALTH. See Thy Wealth. $, See Thy Wealth. And I appreciate your support, but you don't have to donate no more. If you want to donate, if you're in a position to donate, sure, feel free to donate. If you just have money and you feel like you want to donate to a good cause and watch somebody's dreams not only come true, but to put them on a major scale with, you know, because I'm just investing back into the business, which is this property here. This is my home. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, even thinking about solar, I had to think about, well, where am I going to put this house at? You know what I mean? Like, this was something that was, I had to think about, well, where am I going to put my solar? You know what I'm saying? So right now, just got back to the area. Just got back to the area where we're going to put the house. And I believe I'm going to put it over here. This section over here. You follow me? I think I did that wrong. I don't even know I know what to adjust. I came back here yesterday and parked the car. Man, I was sitting over here the other day. Yesterday, I was so like amused and amazed by this. So the property, the house is going to be over here in this area right here. And that's where we're going to start right there. Boom. Do all that cleansing back there, cleanse all of that up real nice and good and clear, and you know, prepare that for just cultivation and making it look good on the inside out. We'll work our way out. We're not working on all the way up there, and nah, we worried about back here, and then we'll spread out, you know. But this is where we're going to be at for home, in the back. This is probably like the center of the property, all the way around like the center, closer to the center rear, you know, which is all right. I didn't want to be right up on the road, although that first initial diagram that I gave and drawing that I gave, it kind of had the square up closer towards probably like that first 2 to 5 acres. But I think this is more like 3.5 to 7.5 acres back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 8. I'm not sure like accurately, but yeah, I think that this is my canvas and I get to draw on it, and you guys will be able to see the drawing, you know, as we continue to keep growing and evolving and learning and, you know, correcting our mistakes. And this is what you guys will be able to see, all of that and more. You know what I'm saying? I want to catch the truck when it comes back to deliver the third load. So I'm going to stay here until then, because, you know, I might not get the drone out for that. Probably don't need to, although I got enough space to lift the drone up back here, which I'm thankful for. I'm going to bring that back here and just to kind of play with it. I want to get a new drone as well, something that has more quality. As you can see, the visuals on the drone that I have isn't the best, but it serves its purpose in regards to getting the aerial and it's not so bad to where you can't see the objects in the picture. You could tell that it's a man on a piece of machinery where he's bulldozing land in the video previously that you may have seen. So we do want to get one that's better, so when we're out in the jungle, like going to the waterfalls and stuff like that, we can have quality visuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would like. And with the editing, you guys will see me get better over time. If I feel like getting better with it, you know, most importantly, I think it's just about you seeing, like, all that chopping and screwing videos and taking out something that you said wrong that you probably could have said right. I mean, look, I'm not with all that shit all the time. Like, this isn't, this ain't that kind of party. I've done that world and played that world and tried to play the politically correct and, excuse me, the making sure I say the right thing the right way and code switching and shit like that. Like, I've done it so much to where it's almost like I'm addicted to it. Like, and I'm just sick of it. For me, I don't really like to operate like that. Now, of course, I'm not going to be ratchet in certain. I'm not going to ever be ratchet. But I'm not going to, certain shit I might not do in certain scenarios. I mean, that's just about reading the room. But in regards to having to switch up my tone and my, what I want to say, vernacular, the way I speak, just to be recognized, and like, that's that indoctrination, like the brother Vibes Cartel was speaking about when it came to him getting his skin bleached, and that self-acceptance and that self-hate. I think that's all a part of that too, where we like to code switch and switch up in front of a different group of people, and, you know, just to kind of thrive and make it to another level. And we feel like we have to stoop to or rise to, whatever it may be, however you look at it, that level, just to make it in life. And for real, you should be able to make it being yourself. Now, you may say, well, you already here now, you can say and do that. You might be right about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying today, that's why I say for me, I'm just tired of it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I've always been tired of it. I just wanted to make more money and get to, you know, a different space, and I wanted to be in a certain field, which is the real estate. And as an investor, you don't have to work like that, because you put in your own, unless you're trying to get funding from the outside. You're trying to get funding from the outside and have like a private investor or two that you don't know. Then maybe, I don't know how you would approach that. Me personally, I'm gonna approach it as myself and just be professional. That's it. But anyway, I don't know why I went off in that direction. But yeah, we're just gonna patiently sit here and wait for them, surrounded by life, surrounded by trees, surrounded by sunlight, clouds. The sun is coming in and out right now, and it's hiding. But believe it or not, our creek is right there. It borders the whole entire length of our property. You know, I'm thankful for that. You know, to have that piece of water that's coming from the hills or the mountains. And this is the dry season, and you still see water there. So I can only imagine the type of movement that it will show when it's, you know, rainy from July or June up until November, December. This is going to be a living, breathing project of a beginner in the permaculture / food forest farming, off-grid, homestead living. This is the living, breathing example of a beginner that's going to turn into a professional and possibly a master at how to move through the jungles and turn, I don't want to say nothing to something, because we already got 13. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's what they told us we had, was 13 mango trees. We actually have more than 13 mango trees. I haven't even went through and counted all of them technically. But we'll just say 13 mango trees, since we had to get rid of 2 of them. We didn't have to, but because I wanted the house back this way without damaging as many trees as possible that were valuable to the land, I'm forgetting to turn on my thingy here. Like, I gotta stop that. But no, like, it's not, we still have mangoes that we're able to start with. We have coconut palms that we've started with. We have several different You know, this right here is the Gumbo Limbo. I have that at the house right now from Dr. Sabi's son, Victor Bowman, at www.bolingobalance.com. But I bought some from him because it helps with a lot of things in regards to healing and teas and things that you can use. But this tree right here is the Gumbo Limbo. The bark, like, and that's what my guy Viren showed me. That's been helping me, and very helpful man, like good heart, good soul, good person. And this is what I was hoping to connect with when I got down here, because you got to build the relationships. That's the only way you're going to make it. And you cannot, this is not a done by myself type of job, as y'all can see. People that claim that they've independent and they got to where they were by themselves. I'm not buying that ever, especially if you're on a major, like not even on a major, but especially if you're making something happen. Like there has to be moving parts, different people. It's just the way the game is. So with the help of Viren and his team and other people that I've connected with, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. And we're just going to continue to keep growing and showing. And we ask you to hit that like button. Like that's something I have to continue to keep doing throughout my videos. Yo, hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. When you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell and hit all. I have to continue to keep doing that and reminding myself every 2 to 3 minutes if I'm on these long form videos. And you know, I know my YouTube channel is going to blow up. I know it is, because people like to see good content. Doesn't have to be the most quality content, but if it's good content, people will tune in. Right now, I'm building up my track. Might be somebody coming back here. Y'all get to see that. Let's get to that. As the brothers with the drip. Yeah, I think somebody's coming now. Absolutely, they sure are. We here with them. We here with them. I'm gonna set this up and throw on my, set this up so y'all can see. So yeah, we working, man. As you can see, we making sure we getting things done, baby. That's all. We're just trying to deliver y'all some quality content on top of the way we live our life. This is the way I live my life. And I'm happy to bring you guys along with me. You know what I ask? To hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Listen, you're gonna start this journey one day. You're gonna start this journey one day. And not only are you gonna start this journey one day, you're gonna be a beginner. So you'll be able to see what I've done as a beginner to get to how I was, you know what I mean? I'm getting ready to get out of here for the day. I'm gonna let them do what they do. And they can come back, but I'm not sitting here. Like, I can go do other things. I don't need to be here right now. This isn't like something that requires my attention. But just get started, man. That's all you gotta do is get started. Day one. And I'm bringing y'all along with this shit from the beginning until we get to where we gotta go. You know, until ever. It's always gonna be us. We rocking. Y'all rocking with me, I'm gonna show up. If y'all ain't rocking with me, I'm gonna show up. So, you know, for me, you'll be able to see as a beginner how we was able to transform and how you're able to do the same thing and utilize our success, our failures, our bounce backs, our slippings, our getting back on our feet. You'll be able to watch all of that. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. So, you know, I could probably be a little bit more transparent with y'all about certain things, like in regards to, okay, well, how much are you paying for this? What company are you using? Yeah, I could be doing all of that, but I'm not being paid for that. They're not paying me for that promotion and advertising. And most of y'all won't even hit the like button. So why would I, that's something that I can make as part of a masterclass for people that actually want to tune in just for those things. Oh, how much did he pay for everything to get set up? Because I trust and believe I tally everything. How much did he pay for everything to get set up? How much did he pay for the land? How much did he pay for the survey? Who did he use for the survey? How much did he pay for the soil tests? You know, who did he use for the soil tests? How much did he pay for the land clear? Everything. Who did he use? Even who you used, how much did you pay? If you really want to get that deep, then that's who do you use? You know, and everything else. You know, but, you know, the fact of the matter is, I'm not charging nobody, and, you know, those days will come. Like I said, hit the like button, because you're going to learn something if you're coming down this path. You are going to learn something whether you want to or not. And if you're tuning into me constantly, then you want to learn something, or you would just want to see something. But you know, I'm hoping you learn something. So this is what it is. This is us getting a gravel put in. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, this is me making all the decisions. This is me solely on this property. I was supposed to do this with myself, really. And then you have people say, well, can I do this with you? And people that, you know, are close to you and you have love for, and you love. And, you know, things change, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, the path didn't go as originally planned. I don't want to say originally planned, as altered, because it was altered from the original plan. I was just looking at doing this by myself. I like investing with other people in regards to like making money. But when it came to this, I'm like, all right, I'm going to just do this by myself. And, but then I had, you know, people close to me want to take that step and say, you know what, I'll go half with you. You know what I'm saying? And then, but, you know, right now, so what I'm getting at right now, everything is me. I'm actually the one. Yes, of course, I take in information from outside. And if whatever makes sense for me and my business, then I'll implement here. You know what I'm saying? If it makes sense to me. Some shit I might hear and I might have to learn on my own. Or he's hard-headed. That's certain things, not major things. Like little things that I may, all right, I'm going to find out for myself. But you learn from others. So, of course, I'm going to take in outside information. Where does the well go at? You can't ask me, I can't tell you where the well go at right now. I don't know that shit. I don't know where the well go at and how to put it in right now, and I don't know these things. So I go hire someone that knows what the hell they doing. And how do I hire those people? I have my way of vetting those people out and making sure that they get on top of their job. People want to work, man. You know what I'm saying? As long as you show up, they're going to show up. People want to work, and you just got to know how to weed out and get to the right ones. Because I just got down here Monday. They started Tuesday. We are at Friday. The gravel is going in. Had they brought this shit yesterday, it'd have probably been done today. Cause you feel what I'm saying? But this is the way it go. We all right with getting it done tomorrow. So Monday when they come in for the well, let's get it. And he starts with the septic. I think he wanted to wait until they came for the septic on, with the house for whatever reason. I don't know. But that's something that I'm gonna have to ask him about. We're gonna have to make sure we coordinate that the right way. I think this weekend I'm gonna go start looking for a lot of household things. I really don't want to do that. Like, I'm not the type of, I don't want to go shopping for a lot of stuff. Like, I'd rather do my shopping like 4 days before we know everything is coming. So we know the house is coming Monday. Sunday, I might go and do a whole bunch of moving and shopping for little things for the house. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow, Saturday, little like furniture and things that I didn't do yesterday. That's what I'll do this weekend. And then next week, I'll get into the movement of everything that I was just saying with this being done, but the well, and then the septic, and then I'm delivering the house, and then the actual solar. All of that is coming. And then I have to figure out how do I want to move forward with other structures in regards to like people to come and stay and live in and experience as a living experience. How do I go about getting those done? Do I want to take the wood from the land and have them built by some people that know how to do that kind of work? Or do I just want to go with the company that, they bring them and lock them, they bring them and, drop them off? You know what I'm saying? How do I want to do that? So that's things that I've been debating and contemplating that you may have heard me talk about in other videos. And that's what I'll do from time to time. You may hear me say certain things in certain videos that I may just come back. But it was, oh, that's right. I was supposed to look at the tallest trees. I think that's the tallest trees, the emeries, the Santa Juan. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that. Aaron wanted to see what the tallest trees are. Aaron is my friend from Central California who kind of lives on something like this. They got goats, they got pigs, chickens. I don't know if they got cow, fruit trees. I don't know how many fruit trees they have, but that's my friend. He went to school for this kind of stuff, plants and flowers and trees and shit like that. So he's, not shit like that, but stuff like that. So he's kind of he told me yesterday, take a picture of the 3 biggest trees on the land. So I'm here today. I think the cohoons are probably in the top 3. They're very, very tall. That one there, and then those there. So yeah, and then the mangoes, of course. But the cohoons, I think, are taller than the mangoes. If not, they're the same height. But yeah, I'm very excited to bring you guys this knowledge and information and this, like I said, living, breathing evolution of someone learning and growing to where you could take and learn from my mistakes. Hit that like button. That's a word for a like button in and of itself, where you can learn from my mistakes. Hit that like button. Damn, we can learn from him when we go get our 2 acres or our 15 acres or our 25 acres, 1,000. Hit that like button. Because I don't have it all figured out. I just have a plan. I know that I don't want to stop. I don't ever want to stop. I want to keep going. That's what I know. I know that I'm not going to give up. You know what I'm saying? I sat in that car yesterday and talked to y'all for an hour. And then when I left out of here, after I got off from talking to y'all, I still sat there. Then I got outside of the actual property and sat on the other side and looked at it from this side for I don't know how long, just staring in amazement, patting myself on the back by myself because it looks so good. Like, to be this property just looks so good from the front. It looks good anywhere, but from up there it's just like, man, this is really a cut of heaven. Like, my piece of the earth is very pleasant and great. I'm just so fucking excited and spread with joy and amazement. I'm not surprised, but I'm in one of those moments. Okay, I see what you got going on here, young fella or old fella, or whatever, however you want to live. I see what you got going on here. Trying to do something. Are you actually doing something? You doing? You're not trying, you're doing. You know what I'm saying? We're not big enough yet because we ain't got no haters yet. They come in all shapes and sizes. I am waiting for the first one. We know they coming. We just being realistic. We're not being negative. We just being realistic. We's always got a negative one, no matter what. You always got a negative person, no matter what. So we keep our eyes, and we acknowledge this. We acknowledge everybody. We acknowledge everybody. The ones that show, but we focus our attention on the ones that showing love. We acknowledge everybody, and sometimes we don't acknowledge you. It's just what it is. Eventually we'll just be too busy to be fucking around anyway. I don't want to say too busy because, like I said, yes, too busy because this is a lot. I'm not going to be satisfied until every square inch of this place is tapped in and maximized. All 10.3 acres or 10.4 acres. I won't be satisfied until I've maximized it all. And I've been able to utilize it all. You can't, why not? Utilize every square foot of this joint. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, whether you're restoring it, cultivating it for something, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to utilize every square foot of this. This is going to be a global project here. This is going to be, I may become an exporter to different places. You know what I mean? International, global. If I got it like that, where I'm producing a particular product that just, I really was able to, number one, it starts with what I eat. That's what I'm starting with, the growing. I'm starting with food that I eat. This isn't being created from, or what does the locals like to eat, so I can grow that and sell that. This isn't that kind of party. This isn't that. This is, what do I like to eat? I'm going to grow that in abundance, and everything that I can't eat of that, I will sell and barter and exchange. That's where that will come. So I'm investing what I eat in, which is my body. I'm investing in my health, number one. What brings the best amount of health to the body? Well, the body is mostly made up of water. We are mostly made up of water, 60, 70, 80+% water, our bodies. So it makes sense to eat foods that are that amount of water and higher. Most of the time, all of the time, preferably, but most of the time, realistically, you want to have foods that are mostly water content. Mangoes, papayas, soursop, coconuts, watermelon, all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to eat those foods because that's what the body is made up of, water. So it only makes sense to eat high water content foods. This is what I eat. So I would like to grow those things, so I know what's being put in those things. There's going to be no chemicals released into this soil here at all. We're going to compost. We're going to use organic matter. We're going to use the trees and the limbs, the sticks from other trees to put nitrogen back into the soil. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I've heard it before. So that's what we're going to do because it worked for them. And we're going to do that step. We're going to start right here. The house is going to be right there. The house is going to be right here, right? The house is going to be over here, right here in this corner. This is where the house is. We're going to start right here where the house is and work our way out.